Today I'm making a shirt with the May Club Couture transfer, so let's get chalking. Y'all know how much I love the May Club Couture transfer from my last video, and I wanted to make a shirt. I love making shirts. They're quick and easy. So I grabbed a shirt from my stash. I believe I got this from Hobby Lobby. I usually watch when they're on sale. And I'm going to grab our May transfer, and I'm going to mark the back just to make sure I know which side my transfer goes on when I clean it and put it back on there. So I have not fuzzed this. I always use, or I like to use, brand new transfers when I'm using them on fabric because they're nice and sticky and they're not going to move. And also, you might be able to see under there, I also have our ink mat underneath that. It just helps keep the t-shirt in place. It also helps if there's any bleed through. Usually on these t-shirts I don't really have too much bleed through, if any at all, but sometimes fabrics can be a little thinner and the ink can go through a little bit, so that ink mat will stop that. So I just placed my transfer on there, made sure there's no air bubbles, and then I'm going to get to inking. I am using our Chalkology ink, which is washable once you heat set it. So I will show how to do that in just a minute. The peel and reveal is always my favorite part of doing these projects, and I always pull it off slowly when I'm working with fabric just in case I need to touch something up, and look how great that turned out. It's so fun. I just love this transfer. I've said it a million times. But so once you use the ink on the transfer on your fabric, you want to let it dry. You can either let it sit for 24 hours to dry or use a hair dryer to help speed up the process. I always say I'm impatient. I want to get my shirt done, and so I usually use a hair dryer. So once the ink is dry, I'm going to press this with my heat press. You can also use an iron. You're going to put parchment paper down before you put your iron down, and then I'm going to heat set both sides. I'm going to heat set the front, and then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to heat set the back. And once it's heat set, you are good to go. You can wash it. I have shirts that I made 3-4 years ago that are still going strong. The heat or the ink stays very nicely on your fabric as long as it's heat set properly. So I'm not finished with this shirt yet, though. I'm going to make it a little bit more feminine, maybe a little more grungy, you might say. And I'm just going to trim around the collar and trim around the sleeves. Kind of something we used to do years ago with our concert t-shirts. Kind of dating myself. I don't know if people still do that anymore, but I like the look. I wanted it to look, like I said, maybe a little more feminine, because I'm actually making this shirt for myself. So I'm just going to trim the sleeves. I'm going to trim around the collar, and then it'll be good to go. now it's all finished. Once I did a couple little trims here and there, and I'm going to cut a little notch at the top. Probably should have put the image a little bit further down, but that's okay. It still turned out great. Super quick and easy project. That's why I love inking these shirts, because you can do it so quickly and so easily. So I hope you like this project. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.